just how big was getting a win tonight for this team's psyche overall, and what's it feel like to get your first win as a head coach?
Uh, it it is really important for our team. Like, guys have been working extremely hard. We talked about it pregame right here. Everybody that's been around has just, done everything in order to get this first win, and hopefully one of many in this season, and feels great. And to do it in that type of style in a defensive battle where both teams throwing punches throughout the second half, and then to come out victorious on an amazing shot by Ja. It's a special way to get a win.
How did they celebrate you in your first win? Did anybody congratulate you? What was it like in the locker room after?
I believe they were concerned about my recovery, so I got a cold plunge right away to start the process.
And how much does it help as a coach when in those big moments you have a guy like John Moran who's capable of creating and making those type of big shots?
No, that's why you put the ball in his hands, in that situation. I thought it wasn't just the last play, but overall throughout the fourth quarter, we did a really nice job finding the correct matchups for us offensively, having the correct spacing. We had one situation where we didn't have it, and that was the one where Adebayo was able to come from the weak side. We didn't have optimal spacing in that situation, but otherwise we got what we wanted and also had very good balance to go into transition. And then in the end, I mean, it's beautiful to watch, and gives a lot of confidence, not just for me as a coach, but especially for the whole team to have a guy like that in the team.
People will talk about Ja's shot at the end, and rightly so, but the tip in and the putback, for when did he become your best offensive rebounder down the stretch?
I mean, the guy is unique, and he's capable of things that not many human beings on planet Earth are capable of doing, and today he really shone through, and how much he wanted to win, and for the whole group, and that play that you're describing is a great example of that.
And I'm sure you know that he's heard his name a lot the last couple of days with the gesture between him and Buddy and all that the other night. How much does Ja wear that criticism on his shoulder still and turn it into fuel at the right times for you guys?
We played a good game in the first half, but in the second half, I thought we did a lot better. Like in the first half, we had a little bit sluggish start, but after that, all of the guys played much better, and in the end, it was a great team win.
Coach, speaking of that, the tale of two different halves. In the first half, it was Scottie Pippen who was not only creating for himself, but creating for others. I think he was 10 of 5, 10 points, 5 assists. But in the second half, it was Ja Morant. What's it like to have two guards who can complement each other and also, be microwaves?
Yeah, and that's a great point. Exactly, that we have 2 point guards that we can stagger their minutes, but they also work very well together. Also because of the defensive matchups, we like Scotty a lot as a point of attack defender. He's done a tremendous job with his disruption, and then we have Jalen Wells also, who's containment more and able to bring the percentages down. And we have a lot of great combinations that we can throw together, and one of them is Scotty and Ja.
You let Ja and Jaren both play through foul trouble. I'm just curious, like, what is your sort of thinking behind those types of decisions, and why did you choose to let them keep playing today?
The Ja decision was simple for me because he's so aware of everything in his surroundings. He very rarely puts himself in those situations. Very, let's say, uncommon that he is in foul trouble. And I asked him, like, are you able to play? He said, no problem. I just got stuck in that situation. So you have the confidence that he'll. The Jaren thing is, we talked about that also pregame. He contests so many shots, and he's in those situations so often that's maybe the critical thing. But it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because you also don't want to keep in this situation, especially with Brandon Clark out, for the rest of the season. You don't want to have that situation that you're sitting one of your best guys until the end, and now you're putting back in when the game is already possibly gone. So gotta find a balance and have a little bit of a feel and hopefully a little bit of luck, which we didn't have in our last game against Golden State, for example, in a similar situation.
The contributions of Zach Edey, particularly on the glass. He's had a run of double-figure rebounding games. Where have you seen him grown over the last handful of games?
In everything. I think he looks he's looked throughout the season much more comfortable on the court. His now with Ja has come back the last 4 games. He's rekindled that ball screen chemistry, and that's been great today. Great sequences with both Ja and Dez creating, and then also the fact that there's so much attention then on Ja and Dez when they go to the rim. So even if the shot blocker, a lot of teams will late switch that, and then the guard's defender will go. But Zach is so big that he's really difficult. You got to put a lot of resources into that situation. He's having a lot of success in that. But, I mean, the guy has anchored, along with Jaren and BC, our defense the whole season. Our rebounding is about, plus 10 percentage points better with him on the floor, offensive rebounding. There's a lot of things he does that are not, easy to spot with the eye right away. But once you dive into the metrics, his impact is very real, and he's only getting started in this league. I think we talked about it pregame that if you look at his role in Purdue and then with us, it's been very different, and it has changed also during the season. And he's found a way to adapt every time. So it's a very promising start to his professional career, his rookie season.
I'm sure you want to keep it about the team, but the last week for you, the change and all of that, plus coming into this job, your first time in a playoff race. How wild how crazy, how have you slept at all? What have the last few days been like for you as you get settled in this role?
It's been crazy. It's been crazy because of the workload has been so big. There's been so many things. I mean, NBA, it's like huge operation. It's like, the ones where I've been coaching before, they're like, little sailboats, and this is a cruise ship. It takes time to to turn the direction of it, and what I mean with is everybody has very specific roles. You have professionals best in their business in many domains, and then now you got to re-navigate it, recalibrate it. For example, the staff duties, the players. If I would be in the players' situation, and they're like, we have this first-year coach from Finland who will now take over, I would have been a bit skeptical, and then it was, that process of creating some type of trust, and after that, just going in the same direction, all of us, and figuring it out on the fly. But I generally sleep well, and the rest 16 hours, I think about the basketball and different things of this. So that's the balance I try to find at the moment.
Coach, I know you just you said it's on the fly right now and you're trying to think basketball, but I think you ran at one point. It was Pippen, Wells, and Ja with Edey and Jaren. Have you thought about the possibilities of running more horn sets and pistol actions, and even implementing a Spanish pick and roll with this offense, with the possibility of running flex offense with that guard play you have?
I generally think I do think the X's and O's is very important, but that's I think in some ways overrated. You see on Twitter or somewhere, back when I used to be on Twitter about 5 years ago, you would see this beautiful play from this team, and then there would be some from our team, and I'm like, the guys ran it totally wrong and it worked, and it's it's better to prepare than predict. So at least we've gone away more from these let's call set plays, and more let's put them into situations, into spacings against certain opponents, and whatever the defense does, like Mike D'Antoni said, whatever the defense does, they're going to be wrong, but it's up to us to find out how they're wrong. I think that's a very smart thing to say, and this is how we've tried to take this process forward and have done it also before. So I think that's everything that you said can work in a certain setting. We are trying to find the things that work for us and that are consistent with everything else that we are doing, and while trying to keep it as simple as possible, but not any simpler. Thanks.